guys, welcome back to TacNTrack. I'm Brad, and today we're starting our shotgun series with the Mossberg JM Pro 930. For those of you who aren't familiar with what this is a 12 gauge shotgun that Jerry Miculek consulted with Mossberg on to create an entry-level competition-based 12 gauge. The intended purpose here was 3-gun. However, this shotgun is good at almost everything. We're going to talk a little bit more about it and get started on our 5 categories.
Just don't ask him to spell GoPro.
You didn't hire me for my literacy, sir.
I mean, was it a written application or?
Fortunately, I didn't have to turn one of those in.
Jack box. That's right.
Pull. Oh, I can't believe I missed that one. Pull.
Wait, did you misspell track?
Nope. My wife did it. So we always talk about value here on TacNTrack. So is the Mossberg JM Pro 930 a good value? I think the answer is most definitely yes. Now, these aren't the cheapest shotguns on the market. They come in at about $700 to $900, just depending on where and when you can find them. So not horribly cheap, but they do offer a lot of versatility and a lot of features that you don't get on the standard 930. So when we look at this shotgun, it's got an extended tube on it. So this is the 22-inch barrel variant, which has an 8+1+1 capacity. You can ghost load it if you want to. We'll talk about ghost loading if you guys don't know what that is, but you get the increased capacity, you get an upgraded trigger, you get an oversized safety that's a top tang safety. Here on the top of the receiver, we get an enlarged charging handle, an enlarged button release for our bolt carrier group. So when it's back, we've got this nice big button right here. Really easy to find in competition, and an oversized charging port.
One more round.
One of the reasons I think this gun is such a good value is everything that can be done with this gun. So I recently shot this in a 2-gun tac match. A few months back, I shot this in a modern sporting clay shoot. It is really pretty much good for anything and everything. This can also be used as a home defense shotgun. Is it maybe as good as my 14-inch barrel TAC 14 up there for a home defense situation? Maybe not. Is it as good of a competition gun as Skill's Benelli M4? Maybe not. Is it as good as a side-by-side or over-under for clay and trap? Probably not. But it's almost as good as all those guns at everything. If you can only have one shotgun, this is an excellent opportunity to get a gun that can do everything that you need it to and do them all well. So that's one of the reasons I think this is such a good value. It's also cheaper than most of the other competition guns like this. By the time you get done tricking out a Saiga 12 to make it good, or you go out and you buy a Benelli M4 or the Beretta 1301 competitions, those guns are all more expensive than this one, and they have a tendency to not be so versatile. One of the reasons this gun is as versatile as it is the sights. It's a very, very simple fiber optic front sight, and that allows you the openness that you need for skeet or trap or modern sporting plays. And this sight is good enough to be able to be used in a 3-gun competition over the ghost ring sights that we see on a lot of those other guns. One of the reasons I like this gun so much is an all-around shooter. The other category that we always talk about here is fun factor. And guys, this shotgun is an absolute blast to take to the range. It's not going to beat you up. It's not going to tear you up. The recoil impulse is very, very reasonable. And it's huge capacity. We'll just let you, we've got a pedal for our clay thrower. Just hold the pedal down, right? This gun will hit them every time, and it'll keep feeding them just as fast as you want them. And it's a really good entry-level shotgun for 3-gun or TacNTrack style matches, to where you've got a shotgun that's very capable and a lot of fun to get out there and shoot with. And semi-automatic shotguns are just a blast, especially in 12 gauge.
Just don't ask him to spell GoPro.
You didn't hire me for my literacy, sir. I mean, was it a written application or?
Fortunately, I didn't have to turn one of those in.
TacNTrack box. That's right.
Pull. Oh, I can't believe I missed that one. Pull.
Wait, did you misspell track?
Nope. My wife did it.
One of the other things that we usually talk about is accuracy. Now, through our shotgun series, we're not going to spend as much time talking about accuracy, but a few things on this particular gun. The trigger is very, very good. The recoil impulse is very reasonable, and it does have chokes, so we can change out those chokes to fit the situation in which we're shooting. And it has a reasonable barrel length on it too. So all of those help lead it to being very, very accurate and very good.
Yeah.
One of the other factors we always talk about when we're talking about a firearm is ease of use. It really doesn't get any easier to use in a tube-fed shotgun than this. The oversized charging port down here on the bottom will allow you to quad load it if you want to do that, and use a quad loader like this. Take 4 shells, feed them in there 2 at a time, load this thing fairly quickly. The oversized charging handle and bolt carrier release are very, very good. And these sights are really straightforward, guys. Just line up on them. Now, one of the ease of use factors that makes this such a good gun for me, and may not be as great for you, is the safety. The safety on this guy is a top tang mounted safety. And as long as you keep it in its traditional configuration, everyone will find this safety really easy to use, especially with the oversized one that we see on the Pro model here. If you go to a pistol grip, this safety may become a problem for you. For me as a left-handed shooter, this is much better than a traditional shotgun safety located in the trigger guard that pushes the wrong way for me. So as a lefty, this safety is absolutely fantastic. And if you leave the shotgun in this configuration, I think everyone will find this safety really, really good. If you do go to a pistol grip though, this safety's not the best. But as a lefty, I love it.
I should get these. These I shouldn't miss. Pull. There we go.
So one of the other factors that we always talk about is reliability. Guys, Mossberg's famous for making cheap, reliable shotguns. Well, this guy may not be cheap, it is most definitely reliable. One of the reasons I like to take this gun to competition is I'm absolutely positive it's going to run every time without a problem. As many rounds as I put down this thing, you can kind of see by the way this shotgun looks, it has seen some use. I've had this guy 5 or 6 years now. I've put a lot of shells through this thing. 5,000-6,000 shells through this guy. Never had a reliability problem. And to be honest with you, there's a lot of times that I should have cleaned it. I shot 2 competitions back to back a few years back. Didn't clean it between competitions, and I probably put 250 rounds through it in 2 days without cleaning. Very, very, very reliable. I've never had any reliability problems, never had any feed issues, and it actually is one of the few 12 gauges that will function reliably on a bird load followed by buckshot without any adjustments. It runs very, very good there. And we'll talk a little bit more about some other competition-based shotguns when we get Gill's Benelli M4 out. We'll talk about the Saget 12. And we'll talk a little bit more about gas systems in some of those videos. But this guy's incredibly reliable, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So this is a very, very versatile shotgun. It's a very good value, but it's not necessarily cheap. It's fun to shoot, incredibly reliable, and overall a very, very good shotgun for anything you could ever ask it to do. One thing I do want to point out though is if you're looking for a hunting shotgun, this does have a lot of capacity, which you're going to have to find a way to block off that capacity to fit within most hunting regulations. So keep that in mind, but this shotgun will hunt, right? So this will do anything you need a shotgun to do. Guys, like always, thanks for checking us out on TacNTrack. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, if you want to see us cover any other shotguns, let us know down there in the comments. Or if you have any questions on these guys, post them down there. Got a lot of experience with this shotgun, so let me know what I can do to help you guys. Thanks so much for checking us out today on TacNTrack.
Look, I got an Alabama education, all right? Don't ask too much. If I can shoot a shotgun, that qualifies as educated.
Alabama.
Fuck you. Pull. What? I hit it.
You the fuck you did. The ground broke that for you.
Pull.
Your hand's harder.
He likes that number 2.
Left-handed shooter. The right side's easier for me.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Pull. Pull.
Hey, Brad.
Yep. What you got, Gil? What you saying?
Ran out of
Pull. Pull. I may take longer than the rest of you, but I shoot better. Yes, it does speed load.
Let's see the speed limit.
Pull.